Plenty more news when it comes to the iPhone 12, and today we're talking about batteries and battery components. And according to the latest reports, it looks like Apple are going to try to reduce the cost of some of these battery components to reduce the cost of the iPhone. So this report comes from the ever reliable Ming-Chi Kuo, who just has to be listened to when he writes his reports. And he's saying that, yes, there are some cheaper battery components and less complex battery components for the iPhone 12, the iPhone 12s, and AirPods 3. And so this is obviously a long-term thing, and he just says iPhone 12s, and he means the 2021 iPhone. Obviously, the naming for that is yet to be confirmed, but obviously just next year's iPhone. So according to him, Apple will reduce the number of rigid flex battery board layers and also fit the active cell components into a smaller area. The outcome of this apparently will mean a 40 to 50% lower cost per unit than in the iPhone 11. He then says that going forward into the iPhone 12s, the 2021 iPhone, that Apple could remove the rigid flex board layer altogether and use flexible architecture, which could further reduce the costs by about 30 or 40%. So why are Apple doing this? Well, according to Ming-Chi Kuo, and well, this is just obviously true anyway from what we know about the industry and components, 5G is just expensive. And you have not just the 5G components, but the antennas that go into the phone. The hardware is more expensive than all the 4G components, and it is quite a big jump in terms of the price. We've seen Android phones this year, Android flagships, even from the Chinese lot, coming around $1,000, which is way more expensive than they've ever come at before. So 5G is expensive in terms of the processors, the antennas, and everything else. It does make phones more expensive, and this is why Apple is trying to reduce costs elsewhere to keep the price of these phones somewhat competitive. Kuo says that because of 5G, the iPhone components will cost about $80 more for the iPhone 12 and 12 Max, and $130 more for the 12 Pro and 12 Pro Max. Why are the non-Pro versions cheaper than the Pro versions? Well, the 5G used in them is going to be different. So according to everything we know, the 12 and 12 Max will only use sub-6 gigahertz 5G, whereas the Pro versions will be getting sub-6 and millimeter wave 5G. Millimeter wave is the super fast 5G that gives you those crazy speeds, but the reach of that type of 5G isn't as far as sub-6. And also, depending on which city you're in and country, depending on what has been built so far, you may have one or the other. So this report does say that Apple are just trying to reduce component costs, not just this battery component, but also other costs, circuit board costs. Everything is getting cheaper according to the report. Apple are just putting massive pressure on their suppliers to reduce the costs and give them cheaper prices because they don't want 5G to really hike the price of the iPhone too much. As we've seen, really the only price rumors that we have right now are from John Prosser, and he's telling us that, well, iPhone prices are going to be more or less the same as they have been before. So you're looking at the Pro version at around $1,000, which is usually has been the price over the last few years. Apple are having to make some reductions though. So for example, no charger in the box, and also putting price pressure on their suppliers. Also in Apple news, this appeared on YouTube yesterday, and this is a live stream that Apple actually titled Test. And it had a date of the 10th of September. And many people were thinking, is this the date for the iPhone 12 launch? Well, it shouldn't be. Apple usually launch these things on a Tuesday, definitely not on a Thursday. And it probably isn't the date, but it does show us that Apple are readying a live stream of sorts. They have now taken down this live stream. And more hardware leaks from Apple. This is again from John Prosser. We have some Apple Watch leaks, Apple controller leaks as well. So we know Apple possibly working on AR glasses called Apple Glass. And also this new leak that a cheaper watch may be coming. So an Apple Watch with a cheaper price tag, possibly with some plastic design components rather than the metal that they're going with right now. So a lower price, a cheaper, more affordable entry-level Apple Watch could be on the cards. Possible game controllers were hinted at as well. Again, this is probably something Apple are working on, but no designs to actually bring this to market very soon. But let me finish with the question, what extra product would you be looking forward to most from Apple? Would it be a cheaper Apple Watch, maybe some cheaper AirPods, AR glasses, or even a game controller. They all sound pretty cool, but which one would you look forward to the most and maybe go out and buy if Apple did actually come out with it? Let me know in the comments. That's it for your Apple news today, though. Thank you for watching. Hit the like button if you liked it, and I'll see you in the next one.